You open your email and your stomach drops because the message says it knows what you have been doing online and it claims your computer is infected and now money is demanded to keep your information private. It sounds specific enough to feel personal and threatening, yet nothing has actually happened yet, so you freeze. Many people believe this is just how the internet works now, and that fear is the price of staying connected. Here is the hidden risk most seniors never get warned about. That message is designed to hijack your emotions first because panic makes people act before they think. And once that happens, the damage can spread quietly and quickly. Often the email goes even further and claims it has nude pictures, videos, or embarrassing secrets and threatens to send them to your entire friends list, family contacts, and telephone numbers. The fear is social shame, not technical proof. Stay with me because this is where it gets interesting and why so many careful people say afterward, I wish someone had explained this calmly before I opened that email. My name is Judith Carver, and I am a senior protection educator focused on helping older Americans understand common legal and financial situations so they can avoid costly mistakes and unnecessary stress. I am not a lawyer, and I do not provide legal advice. This information is for educational purposes only, and if you need legal guidance, you must speak with a licensed attorney or qualified professional who understands your specific situation. I do this work because confusion and fear are often used against seniors, and clarity changes everything. I want you to feel steadier and more confident when something unsettling shows up in your inbox. And I want to remind you of something important right now. Your rights do not expire with age. Let us talk about those emails that claim they see everything you do, because understanding the pattern removes much of their power. These messages often say they hacked your camera or recorded private moments and now want payment to make it go away. A retired accountant named Harold received one late at night and could not sleep because it mentioned websites he recognized. The emotional consequence was shame, even though nothing improper had happened. The punchline is that fear fills in gaps that facts never confirm. Here is the untold truth. These messages usually rely on old leaked passwords or publicly available data to sound convincing rather than actual access to your device. Watch out for this because familiarity is the hook, not proof. Stay with me because it gets more layered. Some emails claim your computer has a virus and urge you to click a link to remove it immediately. A woman named Patricia clicked such a link thinking she was being responsible. The page asked her to download a tool and enter personal information. The emotional consequence came later when her email account was locked and she felt invaded. The brutal truth is that the promise of help is often the doorway. Pause for a moment. Even emails that do not ask you to click anything can still be dangerous because they push you toward rushed decisions like sending money or gift cards. Once payment is sent, it is nearly impossible to reverse, and the stress of realizing that can linger for months. This is the part nobody talks about. These ransom-style messages are designed to make you feel alone and watched, so you do not ask anyone for advice. Isolation is part of the tactic. But layered underneath that fear is another risk that often causes more lasting harm, and that is clicking virus links hidden inside these emails. Many of these messages include a button or attachment claiming to scan your device, remove malware, or secure your files. When clicked, that link can quietly install malicious software that records keystrokes, copies saved passwords, or gives remote access to your computer. Nothing dramatic flashes on the screen, so you assume the threat is gone. Meanwhile, the damage is just beginning. Do not let them fool you. No legitimate company or authority sends virus warnings by email or asks you to click a link to fix a problem. Real security alerts appear inside software you already installed or through official accounts you access directly. Now listen carefully, because there is a legal and practical angle that matters. Malware infections can lead to unauthorized bank transfers, misuse of accounts, or messages sent in your name. Cleaning this up can require technical help, documentation, and months of monitoring. Paying the ransom or clicking the fix does not create protection or closure. It only confirms engagement and may lead to more demands or deeper access. The safest move is to stop, pause, disconnect from the internet if needed, and seek trusted help before taking any action. A widower named James paid once, hoping it would end, and instead received more messages weeks later. The emotional consequence was anger at himself, even though the design of the message was meant to overwhelm. The punchline is simple: engagement feeds the cycle. Here's where it gets interesting. Many of these emails are sent in massive batches without knowing who opens them. That means the content feels personal but is actually generic. Understanding this often brings immediate relief. The legal reality is that your responsibility is not triggered by receiving a message. You are not required to respond, prove innocence, or comply. The untold truth is that silence and verification protect you. Let me show you exactly what happened in many cases. Seniors who paused, contacted a trusted person, or went directly to official websites avoided harm entirely. Those who acted alone under pressure carried stress much longer. Another layer to understand is device security. Keeping your computer and phone updated blocks many malicious links automatically. A man named Leonard avoided damage because his system flagged a threat before it opened. The emotional consequence was reassurance rather than panic. The punchline is that small habits create big shields. There is also the issue of reporting. Forwarding threatening emails to your provider and marking them appropriately helps filters improve and reduces future exposure. The emotional benefit is regaining a sense of agency. Most people never notice this, but once you understand the pattern, these messages lose their grip. Verification, documentation, and time are your allies. The brutal truth is that urgency is artificial. Real problems allow space to think. Stay with me and remember this: whenever an email tries to rush you, you are allowed to slow down. Clicking the wrong link in emails can also expose sensitive health information. Many seniors manage appointments, test results, and insurance through email portals. A fake login page that looks like a medical provider can capture data protected by privacy laws. The problem is that once that information is out there, it cannot be pulled back. The punchline is that health data is as valuable as money to the wrong people. Here is the untold truth about recovery. Fixing the damage after a bad click often takes more time than people expect. You may need to change passwords, contact banks, place fraud alerts, and monitor accounts for months. A widower named Thomas spent an entire summer sorting out issues after clicking a fake utility notice. The emotional consequence was exhaustion and the feeling that every bill was a potential threat. The simple truth is that time is the real cost. Do not let them fool you into thinking only careless people fall for these links. Many messages are designed using publicly available information like your city, your service providers, or even recent purchases. This is where it gets interesting. The more connected our lives become, the easier it is for messages to appear legitimate. The punchline is that familiarity is often the hook. Take a breath and let this settle. An email that claims to see what you do or demands ransom is designed to shake your confidence, not reflect reality. The shift I want you to make is from reaction to intention. You do not owe a response. You do not need to prove anything. You are allowed to pause, verify, and ask for help. If a situation ever feels legally or financially complex, Contact a licensed attorney or qualified professional who can give you advice specific to your circumstances. You deserve calm clarity and respect. And if this information helps you recognize a pattern or avoid a mistake, share it with your friends, neighbors, or family members who may face the same online attention. Many seniors fall into these traps simply because no one warned them. A simple conversation can protect someone you care about. If you find this guidance helpful, like and subscribe to the channel for the latest senior scams and protections. Carry that forward with you. Your rights do not expire with age.